New episode is up and you're not going to want to miss this one. This is my friend Luke Mangan, Australia's top chef, and here he is in a clip telling a story about how he became friends with Sir Richard Branson. Also, check out the other episodes with people like Jack Osborne, Dita Von Teese, Tracy Guns from LA Guns and Guns N' Roses, and Mark Howard, who produced Bob Dylan and U2. How did you come to know and become occasional business partners with Sir Richard Branson?
It's a funny story. Four guys were there and said, "Fantastic meal. Can we meet the chef?" So I went out and said hi. They said their boss is coming out in a couple of months to do some work out here, and they were English. And I said, "Oh, okay, great. What company do you work for?" And they're, "Oh, just Virgin." I go, "Okay, cool." Virgin. I'm thinking, so your boss would be Richard Branson. I go, "Oh, okay, cool, great." So uh, I gave him my number and said, "Look, hey, if Richard needs anything, tell him to give me a call." So about 6 weeks later, it's a Friday lunch in my restaurant, Salt. I get a call on my mobile at about 11 a.m. on this Friday morning. And hello, Luke. I go, yeah, it's Richard Branson here. And I'm looking around the restaurant to see if my staff are actually taking the piss out of me or something here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thankfully they weren't. I said, "Oh yeah, hi," and he goes, "Well, you met my team a few weeks ago. I wanted to come in for lunch today." So I let him go. They had lunch. I go back to my restaurant, Salt. 7 o'clock that night, Friday night, Salt's chocolate. I'm in the kitchen cooking away. My mobile rings again, and Luke, it's Richard. And I go, "Oh shit, he's got food poisoning or something's gone bad. Is everything okay?" And he goes, "Listen, lunch today was fantastic. I want to bring my wife Joan to Salt because we're only in Sydney for a few days." Richard comes in and he says, "Just cook for me." I go, "Cool. Any allergies?" "No, great. Cook for him. You did a beautiful meal, blah, blah, blah." Then he says, "Come out and join us for a drink." God, this guy just doesn't give up, does he? He says, "Listen, we're starting Virgin Atlantic here in Australia, coming from London to Sydney. I want you to cook all the food in upper class." And I've sort of scratched my head and go, "Wow, well, okay, cool. What could be wrong?" And he said, "Someone will be in touch." Great. About a month later, I get this call from a guy called John Brown. John rings me, says, "Look, I know you've met Richard. He wants you to do the food on the airline. However, he wants you to come over and cook on his island in the Caribbean, Necker Island." Flew us first class to Necker Island. It was like a James Bond film. It was unbelievable. First class the whole way. Get to Necker Island, and Richard goes, "You know what? I just want you to enjoy the island. I don't want you to cook." I said, "Well, I brought 4 chefs." He goes, "Well, go and enjoy tennis courts and learn how to ski and things like that." And this was Richard's way how to, um, convince me to come cook on the island, cook on the airline and stuff like that. And for those 2 weeks, we cooked one meal, and it was fantastic. We had a ball.